Hello? I don't have my mic on. I should be fine. Can you let me know if anybody's there? I'm just testing because I couldn't get my live chat to work before. Can you hear me? Is anybody there? Can you send me a chat if you're watching? And tell me if you can hear me. I'd like to do some meditations coming up, but I wanted to make sure I could go live stream before I did that. I'm thinking about the 12th and the 21st. Anybody there? Anybody out there? So I'm just going to sit here and wait until somebody shows up. I have no agenda today. I just want to chat, see if anybody came in, make sure I could come up live because I couldn't before. I had to download Chrome to do it. Hi guys. Somebody else is there. Can you respond and just tell me if you can hear me? Can you hear me? You can. Good. I'm just popping on because I couldn't go live before, and I'm so bad with my Mac. So I'm so used to HP. If I go to one side of the computer, I'm supposed to go to the other side computer. So, but anyway, I'm up live now, and I want to do some meditations. I just want to see if anybody came up here. We could chat a little bit if you want to. We'll see how it goes. I can't stay on too long because Teddy's going to get hungry for dinner soon. But so this is Billy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Where are you from? Are you from the US or somewhere else? Ah, I've never been to Montana. Is it very cold there right now? While you have me to yourself right now, because it's just me and you, do you have a question for me? It's pretty cold. We've had great weather here. That's pretty cold for me right now. Do you have any questions for me? Because just me and you right now. But just be careful what you ask because this may go public. So. And if I did a meditation at 11 o'clock at night, is that too late for you? Well, I guess you're earlier than me, so it won't be so bad. No questions? That's okay. I'm just testing right now. Let's see. I'm trying to get used to it. Yeah. it's hard for me to go live with my reads because I'd be looking down the whole time reading my notes because I channel through writing them out. But definitely would like to do some meditations live and just come in and chat sometimes. I just wanted to get a little bit comfortable with that. So think about 11 for the 12th, definitely. I want to do the 12th going to the 13th. I'm glad to hear that you have. It's hard to know if people are getting a lot of what I put out there because it's really about training you to use your own knowing, right? To kind of complete the information. I have another one too. So definitely want to do the 12th to the 13th and then maybe the 21st as well. Yeah, it's even I need confirmation sometimes too, just to remember that it's okay, right? That I'm reaching as many people as I need to be reaching right now, and that's all good. And that's what we're training for, is just to remember to trust yourself every day and not need that that confirmation from everybody else. To trust yourself, which can be really hard to do sometimes. Thank you. Is there anything specific that you like about meditations? Is there a certain length of time that you like that's better for you than others? Because mine tend to go a little bit long. Sometimes they'll even go an hour and a half if I really get into it, because I don't like to finish until I'm complete. Good. I also like to do my meditations, for me, lying down, because it's hard for me to sit up from a back injury that I had. And I just want to make sure that's not an issue with people too, because they may not be sitting up looking at you the whole time. I'll allow you to visualize me, and I'll be speaking to you the whole time, but I'll probably be lying down. I will. But thanks. Do you have a question for me? Well, you don't have to, but if you have a question for me, I'm here. You want me to pull a card for you? You too. Would you like me to pull a card? Let's see what I have. What do I want? This one. All right, I'm just going to pull from Nature's Whispers, and we'll see what it says. This is for Billy. And this is for your twin. Billy, is it hider? You're welcome. Make a wish. There's a couple more cards that came up here too. The bottom of the deck is Be in Service, 41. So if you're doing that, you're already on the right track. It's with 41. And 41 is the Ace of Cups. And that's all about self-love, spiritual love, new love. Remembering to just love yourself. So we have Make a Wish. And it's the 1 of the Divine Masculine and Magician embodiment. And there's so much nature in this card. It's about being the tree. Right? Keeping your roots clean. And then we have, oh, I love this card too. This is one of my favorites. 44, Seek Beauty Within. And I always get, it looks dark to me on the screen. Can you see it okay? Someone's knocking on the door. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, I'm lying here. Sorry about that. I locked my daughter out. Yeah, it's so important. I have a lot of plants in my house now. I have a lot of stones too. And you can definitely feel the difference. This last card I showed you with the candles, it's definitely showing you that you're receiving, someone's trying to get your attention. There's 11 candles in this picture. And it's the 44, which I resonate with very much because 11 is my soul number and 44 is my life lesson number. So it's really about the person. And if this is about your twin and not you, it's really about the energy of their vision and them learning how to have full control over every aspect of their life. But there's also the energy. Notice that you have wishes all over the place here, Billy. You have, oh. Did you drop off? There's this is beautiful energy here. And look at, this is Make a Wish. And then this one, you see there's wishes all over their head. And there's like a veil of wishes, like a bridal veil of wishes. The third card that came out after the wishes, and this was bringing up Venusian, so Venus energies today, which is very much about beauty. And then the third card is 45 of empowerment, which this is like the 6 of Swords, you know, going through the tough times and coming out the other end and receiving that empowerment from that. But the end, and I'm getting a big positive connection for you. The energy of the twins, it's not like it's ever been before. I mean, it's upon us. I can't tell you when it's going to happen for you, but as far as our work, I feel like some of the messages that will come out, I'll do this reading tomorrow morning. Some of the messages that were coming up in this read today were all about the masculine now going through, you know, going within, very deeply going within. And it's more like the feminine's more doing the outer work now, taking care of kids or pets or perhaps another creative project, but more of the outward stuff. And that allows the masculine to then, you know, do that deep work within. But I don't want to tell you everything about the read today because it was very special. So I want to give you that read tomorrow. But know that you're doing what you need to do. Trust yourself that you're right where you should be. Grounding, integrating, and mastering how to receive love, making sure you're good with receiving love. But it's just remember, these cards are just remembering to see the beauty within yourself, because they see that. And remember that with the twin energy, you reflect your twin. So they're feeling the same thing. Just learning how to trust themselves, learning how to receive love from others, and not just be the one who gives love to others. And acceptance of the purging, right? It's not that that ends all of a sudden. You know, the union doesn't make things magically go away. It's that journey, the dance between your masculine and feminine, between purging and then coming out and being creative again. Because the purge is really a reset for you, right? When you get confused and you're not sure where you are, you're not trusting yourself, and then maybe having a good cry, and both crying and a good night's sleep is a reset for you, right? You get a clean slate in the morning. You get a clean slate after you cry. It kind of clears the slate, so then you can be fresh and be inspired again and take that deep breath, so you all of a sudden are realizing you're creating again. It's just that cycle of that loop, you know, keep coming down, coming back a little bit, which is when we question ourselves, and then that's giving you the inspiration then to push yourself or catapult yourself forward again. And it keeps going and going and going. And so the reason why it takes so long is because, you know, we all need to practice this really well. It has to be second nature, because when you come into your union, you could get triggered so easily unless you're being present in every moment. This is the underlying energy, the bottom of the deck. And from this card is so much about, you know, being in service to the vulnerable right now, right? To the kids, to the pets, to those who can't help themselves. But that's also your twin when they're feeling vulnerable. When you feel them, like I get a lot of pressure in my face when I feel that my twin's upset or having a hard time, or I just feel really stressed out or anxious for no reason, and I know he's probably having a hard time. So us remembering to transmute those energies when they're going through that. Remember that the seahorse is that Pegasus energy, right? The horse of the sea and Poseidon's son. And this is the energy of the octopus teacher, where remember the octopus dies when they give birth. So they literally sacrifice themselves for their children. They don't get to watch them grow up. And it's having that gratitude for being a human and that appreciation for being able to watch our children grow. Or if you've had a trauma regarding children in the past, maybe having someone else come into your life and be able to nurture them. Oh, very cool. So that's been coming up a lot with Pegasus. Pegasus and Andromeda, the constellations are joined by one star, so they're never apart. I'm glad to hear that. It's just, you know, sometimes we just all need a little bit of reassurance that we're going in the right direction, that we're fine just the way we are, just taking it one day at a time. And some days don't feel great, but other days are wonderful. And it's just a matter of waiting for the loop to come back again. And not even waiting, but just allowing that uncomfortable energy to just make its way through and allow it. so that it will go through quickly, so we can get back to the creative energy. It's just that spiritual practice every day of being very present in the moment. I've been going out back every morning and doing some Donna Eden stretches. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Hi, Kim. How are you? Thank you, Billy. The stretches I do, I go out in the morning and I do the 3 thumps with Donna Eden. So she's the one who wrote the energy medicine book. So the three thumps that she does in the morning are the cheeks. So just, for a minute or so, just tapping on your cheeks. And then the little notches right here below your collarbone, that's the next tap. And then the Tarzan tap, do them each for a minute or so, or a minute or two. And then the 2 under your boobs right here in your rib cage is your adrenals. So it's like a wake up. And then she does, I forget her whole routine, but then I bend over and just do a stretch. And then she says to come up from the stretch doing a figure 8, and that's crossing the right and left energies over until you get up to the top. And then I do the heaven and earth, which is the Egyptian pose like that, but you're looking up and really stretching on both sides and coming back to the namaste. And and then the neck thing, because this neck thing is from Edgar Casey, and it's supposed to heal your eyes. Who else is there? Great to see you too, Kim. Not that I can see you, but so then that's good, Billy. It feels so good to do that stretch, because if you don't consciously do it every day, you don't realize what you're missing. Stretching is even more important than exercise at this point, as far as I'm concerned. So and then the last thing I do is the head exercise, which is just 3 forward, 3 back, 3 to the side, but just very gently, but really stretching, 3 to each side, and then 3 full circles one way, and then 3 full circles the other way, but just do it really full and allow your head to go, completely around, but really relax so you don't hurt yourself. And that's been giving me really good energy in the morning. So Kim, what's up with you? I'm just testing the waters for the live so I can do some meditations with you guys. I think I'm going to do one around 11 o'clock at night on the 12th, going from the 12th to the 13th, probably be about an hour. And I pulled a card for Billy. Would you like me to pull a card for you? And Billy, I was getting great tingly energy for you when we were doing your cards. Really beautiful connection. My daughter's doggy has been teaching me lots of lessons about patience. Okay. All right, Kim. I'll pull your card. I'm using Nature's Whispers. It's just beautiful energy. Let's see what comes up for you. All right, Kim. This is for Kim Larso. All right, for you, Kim, there's a couple cards. The bottom of the deck is 33, Be Gentle with Yourself. Can you see it okay? It looks dark to me. I hope it's not dark. It looks lighter back here. Let me see if I turn this back this way a little bit more. Better. Okay, so this is the underlying energy. And it says be gentle with yourself, but it's also the 33 of the Christ vibration, which is all about not martyring yourself, standing up for yourself without getting triggered, and remembering to stand up for ourselves, not just keeping our energy clear, but still standing up for ourselves when we need to, still saying what we need to say. But if someone triggers us, to be conscious enough to bring yourself right back to yourself, or to walk away if you need to. And this card always reminds me of a Leo girl that I know. A very sweet energy. And again, the 33 reminding you of that Christ unity consciousness and to stay very present in the moment. And there's nothing wrong with getting triggered or falling off balance for a moment, because if you're doing your spiritual practice every day, you're going to pull yourself right back to the center again, to the present moment. So these are the two cards that came out for you. The first one was show your support with the 40, which is all about the little ones, the Page of Cups. And Billy got similar energy, all about the vulnerable ones. And this is the showing the appreciation to the flowers, to the fairies, to the birds, that very sweet side of yourself. It rewound. This is my first time on live on my Mac on Chrome. I don't know what I'm doing on these systems. I'm not very good about the computers. So can you hear me now? Is it okay? Okay. So I'm just waiting for Kim to come back in because I'm doing a few cards for her. But who else is out there? I see a few more people. Hi, Brenda. Where are you calling from? You don't have to tell me specifics, but just around where you are. Yay, Atlanta. That's where my daughter was living. She just moved back for a little while, back in July. Kim, have you been able to log back on? Okay. All right. So these are the two cards that came up for you. Okay. So it's showing your support. And then let love be your beacon. And beacon literally translates into be lighter. But what I was getting from this so much is you tapping back into your sensuality, your sensual side, allowing yourself to blush, to be vulnerable, and doing that through the innocent people, right? The children, the pets, those who are vulnerable, and just getting back into that very sweet, innocent side of yourself, to show your support for the vulnerable ones and allow them to show support to you. And then you have the 42 of the Two of Cups, that one-to-one connection with people. And then just let love be your guide. Don't worry about having all the instructions. Just allow. It's just really allowing that go with the flow sensuality energy of the feminine and just going with that and enjoying yourself. Just the simple things in life and that one-on-one connection, no matter who it's with. And there's one more card that wanted to come up for you. And I love this one. Okay, it's hard to see it, but there is a swan man wrapped around her. And it's calling for you to open your heart, which is very much about the energy we were just talking about. And it's the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, that high vibe destiny energy. There's destined energy. This is, again, that very sensual energy and your romance with your twin, to allow that energy in. Don't be afraid of it. Don't try to block it. And yeah, this is very feminine all around. You have the 40, 42, and the 10, all even numbers. It's like being your vulnerable self and connecting with others that are vulnerable, are priming you for your connection, to make sure your heart is soft and opened. That's definitely coming up. 2 of Cups, Page of Cups, that innocent love and destined. And if you're dealing with a child or a pet, it's literally the energy of those people or pets taking the place of your twin, to make sure you're staying in that unconditional loving place, which is so easy for us to do with our own children and pets. Not always, but just making sure we can do it with them so that we're ready to do it with our twin as well. Does that resonate with what you're going through right now? Okay, Brenda, would you like a card? Okay, great. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Billy, both of you, for letting me pull cards for you, and Brenda now. Okay, you're welcome. All right, this is for Brenda. Brenda Giles. I'm trying to think who is, I guess these guys want to come out. Oh, I love these. The bottom, this is such a great deck. This is the bottom of the deck. So this is that card when I talk about the little avatar guys doing thunder rolls. It's like the masculines in their inner children playing in the clouds, causing storms down below and laughing about it, right? They're triggering people on purpose to awaken them. And this was in the underlying energy along with, and that's 47, which is that 7 of Cups, of having lots of choices. But for me, it's much more about seeing the synchronicities, your masculine seeing your synchronicities. If that was a question, if you're wondering if he was, and he is. And also just heaven in your eyes, seeing the beauty in everything around you. That 4 to 7, which is from the heart to the crown. And that's coming up as the softening energy as well, getting up to that heart place and then pulling it up to the crown. And just the energy of Aquarius and laughter. Again, Aquarius is aqua, of water, which is emotion. And then the Rias, which is in Sagittarius as well, is laughter. So that's going to be what Aquarius is about, is staying in your inner child and being able to laugh at things. But this is also, and Spirit's connecting with me for you as well. The card that was with this is the vulnerable feminine here, allowing herself to trust that dead leaf. She's sitting on a dead leaf floating down an imaginary river that's Borealis. And she's leaving behind the candles in the past here, which I think are 9. I think there's 9 candles back there, which is the wounded warrior. So it's really about that energy of leaving the wounded warrior, the victim mentality behind, and just trusting that that dead leaf will carry you where you need to go. But you need to trust and have faith. And that's the 34 of the energetic exchange, right? Feeling the energy back and forth with the twin, or any back and forth energy, whether it's communication or travel, allowing yourself to be vulnerable to it, allowing yourself to be vulnerable to those dreams, to keep trusting yourself that it's real, that it's not imaginary. And you have such playful, sweet energy here. But it's really about the masculine and the feminine inner children. They're right now playing in the ethers while the feminine's learning to trust her time down on the earth, being the grounding mechanism. And you are getting, Brenda, these 2 cards came out for you. And this one I resonate with very much because, see, there's a lot of the coloring for me. I'm very earthy, I'm Virgo, and she's got a lot of blue and greens in here of the peacock, which I have blue-green eyes. So I resonate very much with this energy. It's very grounded. It's calling you to trust your own heart, your own knowing. You don't have to be flashy and sparkly. You can just be a very grounded, earthy person with your own colors. Everybody's different for a reason. Be true to your heart. The 26 is the Page of Wands, which is that little kid who's really excited and inspired. And you have so much childlike energy in here. This is wonderful. But yet here's that maturity of your groundedness. I don't know if you're dealing with children as well. So that the underlying energies could be energies of your own children. And then we have celebrating your differences. And there's the energy of you and your children, right? Coming together. And so easily, it's so easy for us to see the difference in us and our children as being something beautiful. But when we go out into public and deal with people we don't know very well, it's very hard for us to trust those differences. You just had your Kundalini awakening. Do you mind sharing how that felt for you? And this is very beautiful energies of abundance, of inspiration, of being childlike and mother-like at the same time. Again, the 2 sides of the coin of the mother and the child, and learning from that connection, because that's your mother-child connection is your twin connection, only in a partner. You are dealing with children. Do you mind sharing anything about what your Kundalini awakening was like? I'm just getting energy of birthing. Are you planning on having any of your own children right now? Hi, Annie. I'm just testing the waters. Brenda, was that like immediate for you? And Annie, would you like me to pull a card for you? Okay, so you've definitely been doing the work, huh? Yeah, I'll pull you a card. I'll pull you a card. Is there anything you recommend as far as meditation, since you just went through two weeks of very serious meditation? Okay, this is going to be for Alkaline Annie. This is for Annie. Oh, not the whole deck. Annie, there we go. That's very different from the other people. So you have 11 coming out. Let me show you the bottom first, see what comes out for you. The bottom is let love be your beacon. So this did come up once already, the underlying energies. It's the 42, which is the 2 of cups, really one-to-one energies, allowing yourself to blush, allowing your sensuality to come out. This is the underlying energy. So you're already experiencing that. And then what comes out for you. Yes, definitely, Brenda. You're welcome. Definitely. Thank you for that. Okay, so Annie. So allowing yourself that one-to-one energy, that sensuality, allowing yourself to feel your own beauty again. And then the cards that came out for you is make a decision, which is 11. Okay, allowing yourself to be both sides of the duality, being okay with both sides. And maybe that decision is not to make a decision or to stay centered or neutral about something. But it doesn't matter what the decision is, it's just making a decision. Maybe feeling stuck because you haven't made a decision and knowing you don't have to feel stuck. That if you haven't made a decision and it's still bothering you or nagging at you, maybe that's because you needed to choose what you didn't choose. Because if you choose nothing, that's a choice. But if you're still feeling it, well, maybe you should try something else and see if it works better. But it's also 11, Annie, which is justice, truth, and balance and alignment. And be fair to yourself. The other card that came out with it is Fresh Approach, which is 21. And I always get that as very much of a mother energy, right? Having been through it, through full cycles many times already. And you're making that decision and you really want a fresh approach this time, which is what we just talked about. And it's the 21 of completion of Pisces energy as well. So coming full circle and really thinking long and hard how you want to do it this time. If you're starting a whole new cycle over again, making sure you're clear on what's most important to you about it. And yet staying conscious in the energy every day of being neutral to things as well. Even if you're making a choice, it doesn't mean you're saying one thing is good or bad. It's just what you want to try out right now, kind of testing something out to see how it works for you. And isn't that what life is? Because, right, it's always about the journey. So again, making a decision and using a fresh approach to making that decision. And coming full circle. Regarding justice, do you have problems completing things or letting things end? Because there's real energy of justice in allowing the completion here. Right? Thinking long and hard so that next time you won't have to make the same mistakes twice. But maybe you don't have to worry about that. Be present in every day. Just trust that you'll know every day what needs to be done. There's not much I do ahead of time anymore. Obviously, you have to book tickets for your flights and things like that if you go somewhere ahead of time. But just one of the examples of trusting the universe when I was testing myself, and I'm sure some of you have heard this already, is that when I was going to France back in 2017, it's an expensive flight. I think it was like $1,100 or $1,200 at the time. So I was trying to practice my faith that if I'm supposed to go, then the flight, I'll find something that's cheaper, that's actually a reasonable flight, so I don't have to spend a day in the airport once I get over to Europe. And for like 3 days, I searched prices. And on the third day, I was giving up again because I didn't find any good prices or good layover times. And as soon as I closed out everything, I went back on, and there was one site still left open that I hadn't looked at. And it was the perfect flight. It was $750. It was the perfect, like 2 to 3 hours layover in Spain. I mean, I couldn't have picked a more perfect flight. So when you let it go, you have to trust that it'll come to you. You have to trust that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It'll happen. So, oh, Teresa. Hi. Would you like me to pull you a card? I haven't talked to you in a long time. How are you, sweetheart? You're welcome, Annie. Yes, it is a miracle. I can't really do my reads live because I wouldn't be looking at the screen the whole time because I'm reading my notes. Because I channel through doing that. It takes me hours to do my reads because I channel a note. Aw. So, well, Teresa, I was thinking about doing some live meditations. I think I'm going to do the first one on the 12th, but late, like 11 at night, going into the 13th, because that was significant too. And if that goes well, I might do one again on the 21st for the solstice. All right, so this is for Teresa. Teresa. I see you, Teresa. I see you. T. This is for T. All right. The bottom of the deck for you is Clear Endeavor and 39. Okay, so what do you have up your sleeve there? This is the underlying energy, so it's already passed. And the 39 is the Knight of Cups that you are, T. Now, what's under that, that's interesting, because what's underneath it is the 9 energy, which is Virgo, the Hermit, and painting a pretty picture, like painting that perfect setting. And then here you are as the Knight of Cups with that clear endeavor. You know, you got that little twinkle in your eye. Are you planning on enjoying this winter? Do you have a lot of snow where you are right now? Okay, T, these are the cards that you got. Oh, you are having snow tomorrow, though. So there's the snow that's coming in. Are you excited about it? Looks like you are. So the clear endeavor card for me about the winter, right? Because a lot of us get depressed in the wintertime. Endeavor is literally ending the emotional attachment to spring, right? Always waiting for the spring as opposed to enjoying the winter. So really focusing now on the underlying energies for you on enjoying the moment, the snow. And then what comes up for you is the 18 of new experiences and possibilities. And this is very much about the Knights of the Round Table, but they're all feminine Knights of the Round Table. That she's riding her horse. She's in green as the healer that you are. There's a little butterfly there on the table showing the independence of a child, perhaps. And on a round table there, that you are the bouquet, you are the spring of life, with a little window to see your castle nearby, and just enjoying the energy of blooming. And the 18 of the moon, which is romance, is that romance with yourself and perhaps with pets or children that are around you right now, and really enjoying that blossoming with them, with your eye on perhaps a place to live, or just really enjoying the place that you are. The 8, it's also the moon energy, the 18. So in addition to romance, it has to do with the subconscious energies coming up, but in a good way. And really looking up. Like being your own masculine, right? Which is part of the dance, is being the masculine and the feminine. And really integrating that energy. And it's coming up with the 16, which is inner truths. And that's being at the root of the tree, right? Where all the water comes into the roots. And you see there's a little boat and water down here. And she's holding a light, and she's got a little boat down there. I feel like for you, it's really fine-tuning the root stuff. So go back into your root. There's something really fine there that just needs to be looked at. The 16 of the tower, something sudden, or any kind of trauma from the past. And it's no big deal. It's coming up as something very little, but really fine-tuning, clearing out the root. And the inner truths, accepting your own inner truths. The 16 is sudden events, but it's also about sudden epiphanies, or sexual exchange, the energy of sexual energy. I'm looking at both of them now, and I'm getting, you got the top part mastered, and they just want you to do a little bit more fine-tuning with the root. So how are you? It's good to yeah. I do definitely want to do some more live stuff now. Just come on and chat with people, and do my meditations. I can't do my reads live because I'm reading, so. Yeah. So is there anybody out there who would like a card pulled that I haven't addressed yet? What's today? Saturday? Yes. Okay. So as of right now, oh, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Billy. As of right now, let's plan a meditation for 11/11 on the 12th. So 12th going into the 13th, and that's Eastern Standard Time, or Daylight Time, whatever it is right now. And we'll get into, so the meditation was the one I was supposed to do before when I came on, and it wasn't working out. I had to download Chrome to get the live to work on my Mac. And so that's good now. So I'm testing that out. But I woke up one day with all this information about meditation that I need to do with you guys. And it's really about the United States and going around the country to certain places and clearing certain things along with our chakras that are aligned with that, to clear them both at the same time, but also leading us to the Statue of Liberty, where I received that vision so many years ago now about all of the angels being at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty, meeting the Palladian ship at the top of the Statue of Liberty, which is an Atlantean altar above the Statue of Liberty. And I got a whole new read today that I'm bringing to you guys tomorrow about that. It was really, really beautiful. So I really want to get that meditation done. You might want to think about where in the United States, if you're from here, there's certain places that you'd like to clear, because one of the places in the meditation will be like a wild card where you can hover over the United States anywhere you want and see what's coming up there. You're going to be looking for knots to untie. So, yeah. And my meditations, I don't know if it's going to be more than a half an hour. Mine are usually more like 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes they may even be as long as an hour and a half. So we'll see how that goes. But and I may be lying down. You'll see me. But once we start, I'm going to lie down so I can actually be doing the meditation and clearing with you guys while talking to you. Okay. That's just how I work. So 11:11 at night, if that's okay with you. You can fall asleep with me if you want. You'll probably still get the energy because I'm going to be doing clearing. So it's not just doing a meditation. I'll be clearing your energy as I'm going as well. Okay. So 11:11 at night on the 12th. And you can lie down. I lie down for all my meditations. If you want to sit up, you can, but you certainly are welcome to lie down. Okay. All right. So I am going to be doing another video in the morning, so I'll talk more about it tomorrow. But otherwise, we'll see you on the 12th at 11:11 at night, Eastern time. Okay. Thank you all guys for hopping on with me. I so appreciate it. Okay, you guys. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome, Brenda. Okay, guys, I'm going to check off now. I'm sure that, yeah, Teddy's going to need to eat soon. So same to you. Happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy every day. One of the messages I keep getting is to, stop celebrating everybody else's famous people's birthdays. Celebrate every day like it was your birthday every day. And just think how good everybody would feel if everybody was celebrating their own birthday every day. That would be nice. Okay, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you on the 12th, okay? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You are the best. Thank you. God bless you too. Wilson, would you like me to pull your card since you just jumped on? Okay. All right, for Wilson Lopez. All right, this is for Wilson Lopez. Wilson Lopez. Okay. Okay. bottom of the deck is expansion, number 12. And we just were talking about the 12th, so that might be a good day for you to expand. It's the 12 of the Hangman, which is wisdom and seeing new perspectives. And in this is like a union card. It's like the masculine, the grounded masculine, pulling the feminine hand in before she disappears from the etheric realms. Like she's getting so high in vibration that she's disappearing, and he reaches out his hand to pull her in and ground her before she disappears. And there's all this energy between two mountains coming together with the rainbows crossing over, double rainbows. There's also a deer one with a little girl riding the deer on his hand, you've got their attention as well. And there's 4 balloons coming, 4 balloons going, or 8 balloons altogether. But they're like balloons carrying ships, like they're taking old ships away and bringing the new ships in as as 2 mountains come together and make an agreement. That's the underlying energies. And then the one that flipped out for you is the higher ground. And it's like a feminine Jack and the Beanstalk, where she's way above the sheep down here. She's way up in the rose, seems so high off the ground. And yet she's come down from that etheric realm of disappearing into like 6D. This is being pulled back into this realm, and yet being as high up as you can within this grounded realm, being in that fairy energy, in that rose, that aqua rose gold mother's heart, taking that higher ground in the wake-up call, like not disappearing altogether, but yet staying in a high place, but one that's reachable. And that came out with 33, which is being gentle with yourself. And again, that's the energy of not martyring yourself, right? Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't go into such a high vibration that you're not relatable to anyone, including a twin or a soulmate relationship, whatever it may be for you. And it is that wake-up call to take the higher ground and be gentle with yourself. Like the rules that you apply to how you deal with other people, apply those rules to you, because you may not be being as patient with yourself as you are with others. And like, know that you are that sweet rose. And you're far enough up off the ground that you're seen as not following the sheep. You're not one of the sheep, but not so far off the ground that you're untouchable. And that was the energy that was coming up for you. Does that resonate with you, Wilson? Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that helped. Okay. All right, John, do you want a card? Levi? Would you like a card? I was going to jump off, but if you want me to pull you a card, I will. I don't know how much specifics I can give you, but I'll pull you a card. Let's see what energies come up for you, okay? This is for Levi Anthony. Levi Anthony, his business. It's messy. Did you collapse something? There's like 3 cards coming up for you. You have be in service. This deck is very feminine energy. The bottom of the deck is be in service. So whatever your business is and and what you're choosing, it has to come from your heart. It's about self-love, spiritual love, and new love. It has to be all about you. It can't be about the money, the stuff. It has to be about what truly is your bliss. The first card out is 32, trust your own understanding. So again, trust what you know, trust what is your bliss, trust your own understanding, your perspective, how you see things, because nobody else is going to see it the same way that you do. You have the 32 of the journey, and this always reminds me of hanging over the Gibraltar Strait. I don't know if that resonates with you for any reason, but for me, this is always like hanging over the Gibraltar Strait, right by the Rock of Gibraltar. So for me, the other mountain that they think is the pillars, like there's 2 mountains that are supposed to be pillars, and they don't know if it's the Atlas Mountain or the mountain in Suta, I think it was. Along the one of those is the pillar along with the Rock of Gibraltar, but I don't get that. I get the Rock of Gibraltar as the point, and then the Atlas Mountain with the Spanish mountain, which for me is Hercules, are the pillars to the Rock of Gibraltar, which points to England, which then points, the Strait of Gibraltar points to the United States. So there's some kind of connection there. I don't know if you're going to be doing business with the United States, which that may be important, or going through England to do business with the United States. But to trust your understanding of your journey. I don't know if you're looking at Spain as well. So again, any of the countries right around there, Africa, Spain, England, and Italy, of course, is right there as well. And again, I'm getting this energy, even if you have to use a filter, I don't know what that means for you, but to trust your own understanding, even if you need to use a filter to do that. The 15 is coming up here too, is catch your breath, 15, which is the energy of the shadow, the devil, but it's saying once you've been doing shadow work, don't forget to ground yourself. Hug a tree if you need to. You need to, with bare feet, be out in the grass or hugging a tree or some kind of grounding mechanism after you do shadow work, or after you've been dealing with a lot of people. If you're negotiating with people, you're going to get ungrounded if you don't do this kind of work. So that's this card here with the little girl. So you're for your inner little girl energy, really grounding yourself here. Not forgetting to do that, especially if you're wheeling and dealing type of energy or around those kind of people. Just remember you're going to need extra grounding. And then this third card again just came up for somebody else as well, the inner truth. This was like T got this card as well. So, and this was about fine-tuning the root chakra energy here. So really go into your root chakra and see what might want to come up. Because there's safety and security energies, especially if you're dealing in business. The 16 is sudden events, epiphanies, sexual exchange, and the inner truths or the woundings that are in your root chakra, which can be sexual energies too. It's different. It's masculine sexual energy for me in the root chakra, where it's more feminine energy in the sacral chakra, which is that more blissful energy. The masculine energy is about action, where the feminine is more of that the sensuality. So again, there may be some energies regarding you doing business that needs clearing from your root so that you can feel safe and secure when you're dealing with these people, because you need to trust yourself about this stuff. You need to know your intuition. You need to just trust yourself, right? Don't keep questioning yourself. Or really, maybe meditate before you go into these things. Picture how you see the negotiation going, how you see it going positively for you, and then just walk into that situation that you just envisioned. But trust it. Don't second guess yourself. Trust your intuition. I think that's your main thing. It isn't the know-how. It's just trusting that you know what's best for you, nobody else. Is that helpful? Good. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to check off now, but I'll be back on the 12th for the meditation. Same to you. Same to you. Take care. Love to everybody. I'll see you on the 12th for the meditation. Bye for now. Bye, T. It's good to talk to you. You're welcome, everybody. All right. Good night, everybody.